Hi, Yarny friends. This is Stephanie of Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today as I share with you what's been happening, what's going to be happening, and all the things I've been working on in between. So you're probably wondering, it has been 3 years. Well, yes, it has. Things got a little busy there. I made my last video, I believe it was about 3 years ago. And I thought it was just going to be a I made a little post as well too, and I thought it was just going to be a temporary thing that I was going to take a short break. Well, 3 years later, here we are. Lots of things have happened. Being a mom, being a wife, a homeowner, all the usual things that I'm sure everyone's going through as well too. Things got crazy. Well, the school year has started. Today is the first day of school. I took today off work. Lately, I've been talking to my friends about doing these videos again, because honestly, I miss doing them. I miss sharing with you guys the things I've been working on, and hopefully find some sort of inspiration, and I get inspiration from you guys as well too. So I wanted to slow down a little bit and try to work on those things. So here we are. We're going to give this a try. A few things that are going to be different than the last time. I'm not going to have a Facebook group. I'm just not going to do it. And I'm not going to have any giveaways or anything like that, or any crochet alongs. It gets to be too much, and I don't want to feel overwhelmed again. I just want to be able to create and share and communicate with all of you guys. So we're going to keep it very simple. Just enjoying the process. At any moment, life can get crazy again. We all know that. And so I don't know how often I'm going to record any shows or anything like that. It could be a week, it could be a couple weeks, it could be once a month. I'm not sure. I'm just going to let things take me wherever they shall be. And this is where we are today. We're recording an episode today. I'm calling this Season 2, Episode 1. Season 2. So, yes, and I'm trying things a little bit differently as well too. I'm going to be editing things a little bit differently. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier than when I was doing it before. Just trying to simplify things a little bit to enjoy doing the things that I do. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to see how things go. Okay, so join me, shall you, on this journey that we're about to take and see where it takes us, shall we? Okay. So now that's out of the way. We're going to start off with what I've been working on. But mind you, my whips are completely out of control currently. Insanely out of control. And that's okay. I just had a case of startitis. Nothing wrong with that, right? But I want to work on the things I do have started. But instead of trying to start on all the things at once and focusing on all of those things, I'm just trying to pick the things that I truly want to make. Me and my local yarny friend have a craft show in September that we're doing. We're only doing one this year. Maybe one closer to Christmas. We might be doing another one. We'll see if we can find one. We usually do 2 fall ones at least, and we're not going to do the second one. Basically, time is not on our side. And that's okay. We're going to do the one that we typically do. It's at a greenhouse. We do very well. It's a very good day. So we're going to do that. So I want to kind of focus on things that I need for that. I do have quite an inventory that I've worked on all year since last year's craft show. So I just want to add to it. And then I have some things that I want to work on for gifts and personal use and stuff like that. And I started a new craft. Very, very recently, I started a new craft. And I'll have to share that with you guys. So we're going to get started. The first thing, excuse me, that I want to focus on is living in this bag. I currently, this bag and one other bag I have here is very large, is where I'm keeping all of my whips. Because I want to be able to just grab it and then dig what I'm working on and just move on. I don't want to, that's just what we're doing right now, okay? Until I get things back under control. And I grabbed the wrong bag. So, hold please. Okay, I'm back. I got the right bag this time. So, So the first thing, this is what I'm going to be focusing on today. I have off today. My daughter's at school and my husband's at work. So I'm having a crochet day and TV watching day. So this is what I'm going to focus on today. It is, I have parts done. Yarn. So this is going to be, don't mind, these are not the eyes. This is a strawberry cow. The pattern is by Jess Huff. I'm following her pattern. And the yarn I'm using is I Love This Yarn in soft pink and hot rose. Okay, so there's the head. These are the arms. I have them in a baggie because I needed to keep them separate from my legs because I took a long break from it and I knew me. I knew what was going to happen. I was going to forget what was what. These are the legs. Here's an ear. Here's another ear. Instead of the horns, I'm going to put little strawberries on top of its head. Next to my ears. That's going to be so cute. And then I have in this bag safety eyes. I haven't, or not safety eyes, felt eyes. I haven't decided which is which yet. And I'm also going to use this green. This is what I use for the top of the strawberries. This is I Love This Yarn in Light Sage. I contemplated making like a little backpack for it. Maybe put the strawberry or something in it as well too. I'm not sure yet. We'll see where the day takes us. But yeah, that is the strawberry cow, like I said, by Jess Huff. Now, I started this a while ago. Couldn't tell you when, but it's been a hot minute. And I know it was, I would say it's probably closer to the beginning of the year. But I recently worked on this and went to the pattern on her website and saw that, I believe in June or July, she updated the pattern a little bit to change up the body and the face, or the head structure a little bit, and the whole structure of the cow. Not by much, but she made it easier. But I have all the parts except for the body and my spots. So I'm hoping my body still works out with what I currently have. And this will still turn out really cute. I'm sure it will. It's just the body. It's not going to be hard to get some spots sewn on. Put everything together. And we're going to have a strawberry cow. I can't wait to show you. I'm hoping to have that done. Like I said, I'm working on this all day today. So this is my main focus today. So fingers crossed I get it done. Fingers crossed. So there's one project. The next one is, I grab the pattern here. This thing. It's not much. But what this is going to be, I have this separated because this is where I'm at in pattern. This is Sunflowers in a Mug by Elena Dorogina. I got this off of Etsy. I didn't do that embroidery work. I just have a plain mug. And then I have the handle started. So that's going to go on. I really got into making more intricate things recently that just has piqued my interest. I'm very excited about it. This mug, I believe, is much bigger than what the picture represents. But I think, let me double check before I start saying things. This uses cotton yarn, size 3. So, of course, mine's going to be bigger because I'm using worsted weight yarn. I have never made an amigurumi in cotton yarn before. I've always used worsted weight or, plush yarn, whatever. But, yeah, so it's a good size. It's going to look cute. I'm using, I Love This Yarn. This is the terracotta one for the base. And then I think I used some sort of taupe for the center. That's going to be the dirt. And I haven't pulled the yarn for the rest of it yet. So I'm just kind of going to see what I have and then going from there. But it's going to be really cute when it's done. This is not a primary focus. I would like to have it done, but I'm very far away from having it done. So we'll see. I'm going to try to have this done in time for the craft show. But it's not a primary. The other thing I've been working on is this right here. This is going to be a book sleeve. I made a few like Kindle Nook sleeves earlier. Was it this year? Maybe last year. I think I had them for last year's craft show. So I think last year I made some very simple pattern I found. This one, I found this pattern on YouTube. It's called the Cottage Book Sleeve by Woodland Stitchcraft. So it's going to look like when it's all done, it's going to fold like an envelope. So it's going to look like a little envelope and you put your book in it. I thought that was really cute. I'd like to get a few of these done. I hope to have this done with my Kindle sleeves. I do want to get a couple more of these done to have a variety of colors and whatnot. But this is the start of it. The yarn I'm using, it's very cute. I'm into caking my yarn now because I purchased one of those, what's the word I need? It's a little thing that hangs on a magnet thing and you put your yarn on it and it spins as you're crocheting. I find it much easier. I enjoy it. So before I use the yarn I'm using, I cake it up and I throw it on that little spindle, I guess you would call it. And I'm really enjoying it. So I throw my tag in the center. But this one is a Premier Yarn Muir. And the colorway Spotted Owl. So, Premier Woods, I'm sorry. Muir Woods. Premier Yarn, Muir Woods. Oh, goodness. I don't know if this yarn is still being, like, I don't know if it's still available or not. I'm just using from my stash because I have plenty of it. And I'm trying my best to use my stash as much as possible. So, I'm going to try and link these patterns in the description below. If you don't see it, that means I'm still working on it when you're watching this. Because, simply, like I said, I'm using a different editing technique. And we'll see how it goes. It'll be my first time using it. And we're going to see what happens. But the pattern's very cute. I really enjoy that. I have all these playlists saved on my YouTube for different patterns I want to do and themes and whatnot. So I need to dig into them, and that was one of them. Also, I have a bunch of baby stuff I need to make in the next handful of months. There's a lot of people around me that are having babies, and I always make them a blanket, and then I have requests from some other things as well too. So one of the first things I'm making, this is for a gift, her baby shower. I figured my goal is if I have this blanket done in August, the second one done in September, which is for a girl, both of those baby showers are in October. And then the other baby shower is until December. So I think I could do this as long as I don't get distracted, which is very hard to do. Based off the yarn mess that I have between here and what I have down in my bins and my whip area, things are a little out of control. But I'm trying to reel it back in. So this is the one baby blanket I got to do. This is for a little boy. She's doing like a woodland creatures theme with like deer and they're so cute. I love these colors. Based off of what I've seen for her nursery, these are the perfect colors. The pattern I'm doing is by Daisy Farm Crafts, of course. It's called the Crochet Vintage Fringe Stripes Blanket. Now, if you look that up, I am clearly not doing the same colors, but I like the layout of the stripes. So I just designated different colors for the stripes that she has. I just really enjoyed, that's what really caught my eye. And I'm not doing the fringe because it's for a baby. So we're not doing fringe, we're just doing stripes. I honestly don't even think I got to weave in ends. I started off trying to weave in ends, but sometimes when I'm crocheting, I just don't feel like doing it. So I feel behind. But nonetheless, I don't even think I'm going to put a border on this because I think it looks lovely. Now, I started this, I knew her colors. So when I went to Hobby Lobby to purchase the yarn, I knew the colors, had a general idea what I wanted to do, chose this one, and then she shows me some things that she put in her nursery, and I just now wish I did squares, but I ain't going back now. I don't have time to be restarting anything. We're going with stripes. I'm sure she's going to love it. She is crochet worthy, so she's going to love it. But the yarn I'm using, of course, is from Hobby Lobby. I basically went to Hobby Lobby to purchase all the baby yarn that I need for the color themes that I need just to have it. I wasn't going to mess around going through stash. I have quite a bit of Hobby Lobby yarn, but I don't have a large quantity of colors for the baby blankets that I'm doing. So I just went to Hobby Lobby by myself. It was nice and quiet and just... So this one is my cakes. That's what I do now. This one's light taupe. Now, right now, you won't see a whole lot of it. It's a minor stripe in here. So far, I've only used it twice. But it just adds to it. And then the green is clover. And the lighter color is linen. So, and if you hear creaking, it's my chair. So I'm really enjoying it so far. It's coming along. I should have this done by the end of August based off my math. So, should I make it a priority today while I'm off to focus on it? Yeah, I probably should. But I feel confident that I'll be able to finish it in time. So, we're going to go with that and see what happens. Putting everything back in my large bag as I go. That way, when I'm done, it's a little bit easier to take everything downstairs. So still on the baby kick, this right here is is it a sweater, I believe? Hold on. Yes, this is going to be a sweater. From this book here, Timeless Texture Baby Crochet. Love this book. I've made this sweater already once in a different color. It's that one right there. This is the favorite hoodie. And I made it with the hoodie and everything. I used a variegated baby yarn for this. And it turned out so cute. This one I had started before I knew any of the baby themes, genders, whatnot. Very small progress on it, but it's started. It's twisting right now, but that's okay. So we got the bobble started here. It's hard to see. I also got to figure out my lighting because I just see darkness over here. This is the yarn. So pretty. Don't know if I'm going to use this as a gift. It doesn't quite fit any of the themes, but we'll see. This yarn, again from my stash, is ice yarn. And it is 100% acrylic. There's no color names. And there's 240 meters. And I believe I have 2 more skeins. And it's got your purple and your taupe. It's very pretty. Some light purple in there, some white. Very pretty. I love it. I made, what did I make? I think I made a shawl out of this before. But yes, I love it. Very soft. I initially wanted, I have a handful of baby things. I have a finished baby object I finished not too long ago. I'll show you guys because I do want to pull out a bunch of finished objects to share with you guys because I finished quite a bit throughout the year. But I wanted to show you the one thing because of my baby theme here. But I went at the craft show, I wanted to have like a little baby section. I don't think I have quite enough to fill like a little baby section. I found this one thing on Amazon, this little display that I was going to do, and it had little things where you could hang the sweaters and shells on the side. And I wanted to get a variety of rompers and sweaters and cardigans and whatnot to have there in different varying sizes. I didn't quite get there. I was very ambitious, but that's okay. Next year is another year. I'm sure, I was going to say, I'm sure I could do it then, but we'll see. I don't know. But that's another one. This is going to be my focus after, I think, my cow. Yeah. So the finished baby romper that I have is this cute little thing right here. Oh, that's the back. Here's the front. Look how cute that is. Of course, I don't think I grabbed the yarn. Hold on. It's a, I think I have one like it at the bottom of my bag here. No. I did make a sweater in this color. That's the other cardigan that I made, but that's really, it turned out really cute. Oh, here it is. I found the yarn. Look at that. Clearly, I was very well prepared for this. This is Baby Bee Yarn, Sweet Delight, in the color Teddy. So this turned out so adorable. I just love this. I wanted to do a bunch of colors and a couple different sizes in this pattern. I want to do a whole bunch out of this book. I absolutely love this book. It is easy to follow. It looks a little intimidating. Some of the patterns do look a little long, but if you just follow, if you just read step by step, you can do it. That is the romper. That is a bubble romper out of this book. I love this book. There's so many more that I want to do. And time is not on my side. I was trying to find my, this is the other one I want to do next. The Heavenly Sweater. I thought that'd be really pretty and some fall colors. But we'll see. This one, yeah. Lovely. I absolutely love this. The little buttons. So, the texture, I just love the texture on it. Very nice. So that's the finished object for today. I have 2 more things I want to share with you guys and my new craft, of course. So let's do this one. This here does not look like much. It really isn't. I wish I put my light in a different spot. Is this the front? Yeah. Okay. Doesn't look like much. Here's the yarn. This is Big Twist yarn that I got on sale one time in olive green. And what I'm trying to make out of this, hold on, I gotta shove it back in there, is this petal loop stocking. Now this is a free YouTube video. Again, I'm going to try and link everything down below. But I went ahead and purchased a pattern. Not only do I enjoy supporting the designers, because there's a lot of work that goes into designing. But also, I like having a paper copy. Like, when I'm watching TV, if I'm trying to listen to a show, I don't want to be trying to also watch a video, because then I'm not going to know what's happening on the TV show or documentary that I'm watching. So, I got this. She has a few different top options for it. It's black and white. That's all the options I had at the time to print. And so what I'm doing with this, my plan is for this. Hold on, I need a drink. I'm getting dry. My plan is for this. I had this grand idea at the beginning of the year to, well, I say a few months into the year, is to, for the people that I need to buy gifts for Christmas, I was going to make everyone a stocking and put their gifts inside the stocking. Whatever can fit the stocking is what they get. And so this is stocking number 1. I have quite a few to make because, again, my ambitions were high. This includes my work one, family, all the things. So, yes, this is the first one. And then as I was finishing them off, I was going to get the things. I was going to figure out who this was for and get the things for it. So when Christmas came, I was done. But we're in August, at the end of August. This year is flying right past us. This whole summer flew right by. We were busy. We did a lot of fun things, but we need to put the brakes on because we need to slow down. We need to slow down. So this will be after my craft show. That would be one of my focuses besides the baby stuff. But yeah, I digress. So the other thing I'm working on, again, this is not a priority, but it's still up here amongst the other things I want to keep near the top of things to work on, is I am wanting to design. So I'm working on a mushroom. Now, Stephanie, this is not mushroom colors. I know. I was just trying to be unique. And this is the bottom. And this is going to be the top. So I've already made this once in your standard mushroom colors. And before I started recording, I'm like, well, I probably should show that to show what I'm trying to go for here. Because I needed to switch up the top some. And I can't find it. Which is absurd to me because I keep all my finished stuff. Anything that... I'm pretty organized with that. So where the mushroom went, I don't know. Where my finished mushroom went, I don't know. I looked in the most places where I keep it, and it's not there. So I'm sure I'll come across it. And if I do, I'll show you guys if I find it before finishing this off. This is not a priority. Again, you saw my priorities. This is not it. I'm hoping with doing these videos again and my designing juices flowing, I'm hoping sometime next year to be able to design. I have some ideas rolling up in my head. I wanted to make things out of worsted weight yarn. I love the plush yarn. I have none of that today, but I have a limited stash of plush yarn. I love using the plush yarn for stuffed animals. But I also miss using the acrylic yarn for the stuffed animals, which I have tons of. So that's what I'm trying to do, is go through my stash. And I figured, what better way? Because I wanted a mushroom. I wanted to make a mushroom. Hold on. I wanted to make a mushroom. I had this vision in my head of what I wanted it to look like. But I couldn't find the pattern that I wanted. And I saw like 3 different patterns, each a little bit of something that I wanted to pull from. I was like, some were free, some were paid for. I knew what I wanted it to look like. And it's really bothering me that I can't find my finished mushroom. Because this would make more sense once you saw that. But if I find it before posting this video, I'll try and place a picture in here, but if not, then I'll try to have that for the next video. But, yeah, so I have this, I'm babbling. You can tell it's been a while since I've done this. I have this thought process, this vision that I have of this collection I want to do, and I really want to execute it. I did start doing this, but I was like, oh no, our craft show's in a couple months. So, put the brakes on this. This will be, again, for after the craft show, maybe probably after Christmas. Or once I finish the Christmas stuff and the baby stuff. It could be for that time. I don't know. We'll see. I got some more time coming off. I have some more time off coming up. That's what I meant to say. The yarn I'm using for that is some more I Love This yarn. This multicolor one here. Please. Cypress Landing. I've had this in my stash for a hot minute, and I was like, I need to use that. And I was like, that's going to look nice in my mushroom. It's working out very nice in my mushroom. And then for the base of the mushroom, I'm using this pretty color in Glacier. I think Glacier is one of the colors that I got for another baby blanket, but that's a different video. So yeah, that is my mushroom. Very excited about that. Like I said, I have some ideas going through my mind of things that I want to do. This collection that I've been sitting on, and I want to make some patterns out of worsted. I see a lot of the plush. I love the plush yarn. Don't get me wrong. The parfait and all that stuff. I love it. The stuffed animals turn out so cute and soft. I love them. But I also want to be able to still use my worsted weight yarn because I still have an abundance of it. And I want to use it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to create these patterns for the worsted weight. So that's what I'm currently working on. I'm going to put a pause here and grab my new craft. Okay, I'm back. So when I was going to Hobby Lobby, my trip to Hobby Lobby a few weeks ago, for all the baby yarn that I needed, I was unsupervised, and my brain started going when I was driving over. It's about a 25-minute drive. And I have a lot of things saved on TikTok and YouTube, that things I want to try and make and patterns, yada, yada, yada. And this here, I had it saved. I was like, oh, one of these days I want to try that. So when I was driving, I was like, today's one of those days. I think I might get supplies. I'll see how much they are. Excuse me. And we'll go from there. So got all the baby yarn, was walking around Hobby Lobby unsupervised, and I saw this beautiful fabric on clearance. I saw it in the Bolt, but this was just like a piece that they had marked down for $4. I don't know how much is here. I forget. I didn't keep the label. If I did, it's in my bin. This is my bin of my new project until I see where I'm going with it. And so currently all the supplies are left in there. But you'll see where I'm going here. Give me a minute. So once I saw this on clearance, that was justification that I needed to get the rest of the supplies for this new hobby that I fear is now involved in my life because I've enjoyed it thus far. And I have one pretty much completed object. So it all started with this piece of fabric. I decided to get into the wonderful world of hand embroidery. Now, I don't remember if this is backwards for you guys or what, but I apologize. Now, this is by no means perfect in any way. This is my very first time. I've learned using videos and seeing where it takes me. And this is where it took me. So this says, happy fall, y'all. This is reverse applique. And this is what the shirt said. That this was a TikTok that I saved. And this is exactly what the shirt said. She did a little tutorial on it. And I just basically followed that tutorial. Now, this here, this needs wash still. It's the, stabilizer. It's wash away. And I missed some. So it's going to come off. But I am so proud of this for my first time. Had no idea what I was doing. I had to make a few phone calls to my mom because my mom sews. And she knew some of the things that I may have needed because the words the person in the video was doing, I had no clue. No clue. I have a sewing machine that I haven't touched in a very long time. So, because of doing this, I've been itching to get out my sewing machine. But we're going to keep with this for a little bit. But I enjoyed embroidering this. So, you embroider it and you stitch. You put your fabric on the inside of the sweatshirt. And then you cut out the sweatshirt. Let's see if I can get a closer. So, I love it. So then, I finished that. And then I went to Hobby Lobby again because we had to do school shopping. My daughter was gracious enough to allow me to step on Hobby Lobby because I had another idea that I wanted to do. And I was contemplating digging out the sewing machine. I was like, no, let's just keep with the embroidery. I still was on the shelf about it, back and forth, but I finally started it, so there's no going back. But I think my next project, I do want to dig out the sewing machine and see what I can do. This one is for Halloween. I love fall and Halloween and Christmas shirts. Like, my sweatshirt says sweater weather with fall leaves on it. It's my favorite. I love a good crew neck. I love fall colors and the smells, all the things. So these next handful of projects are going to be all fall and Halloween related. So my next one, and amongst doing all this research, I discovered I have a Cricut Air 2, I believe. And I discovered it cuts fabric, which I knew, but I was like, I don't do anything with fabric, but now that I do, game changer. Love it, love it, love it. So I did some research on how to do that. Did my first project this weekend of cutting out fabric with it for this next project I'm about to show you. I was tickled pink. I come out from cutting it and I said to my husband, I'm so excited. This is a game changer. And he just laughs at me because he's used to my shenanigans at this point. Well, he should be anyways. So this is my next project. It's a black crew neck with a ghost on it. I'm almost done embroidering the ghost, and then I got to do the inside. It's hard to see, like, the face, but it's there. But once I get embroidery, you'll be able to see it more, hopefully. I'm still learning, okay? So I'm not perfect. I'm picking out some of these things. But it's going to have 3 ghosts on it. It's going to have this one. I saw this fabric and I'm like, I based these other fabrics based off this one to match because I love this one. So I'm going to have one goes here and one goes here. This is the other one. It's curling because I had to, I've heat and bought on the back. But I thought this is not an easy craft to show either. So, but yeah, you get the concept. You'll see more of it. And then like last night I was sitting down. My daughter's getting stuff ready for her first day of school. And I sat down for a few minutes while she was doing that. And I stitched around this. I'm using a blanket stitch. So there's a little close up. But I have this part here and then when I cut them out, I was a little nervous, especially like Because I'm like, well, that's going up against a black. You really can't see the face, but it's all starting to come together. Once it's stitched, you'll be able to see it more, hopefully. Again, this is my first time. And then my other eye's on this black spot, so we shall see. I purchased, well, yesterday I had off as well, too, to spend time with my daughter before she went back to school. And we were sitting here, and I was scrolling, and I found ideas for the next project I want to do after my ghosts. And so I said to my daughter, I'm interested in going to Hobby Lobby. She's like, well, let's go. As long as we stop at Starbucks beforehand. Well, she does drive a hard bargain, but I toss it around. I'm like, you know what? Let's go. So I went and got, I didn't bring it up with me to show. I got some of the other supplies that I didn't know I needed. And then I got the fabric for my next project. So, which is going to be a pumpkin on a t-shirt. Very exciting stuff. So, that's all I've been working on. Call me crazy? Yes. But here we are. We're just trying the best that we can to get through the days. So, today, I'm working on my pink cow. And hopefully, I get that finished. If not, close to being finished. That is my goal. And I have some things lined up I want to watch on TV. I'm going to keep it quiet. I do have to do some adulting. I do have to do some laundry. And I think I have to do a couple of dishes. And then Bob put dinner in a crock pot today because we're keeping it easy. My daughter has dance tonight, so we're going to keep it easy. Crock pot dinner today, which will be easy to make. And yeah, that is all that I'm working on. I don't know how long this is because I paused it quite a few times to grab things and what have you. I think I can do this. It's going to be good. Like I said, I don't know what kind of schedule I'm going to have. I don't know if I want to record weekly, bi-weekly, once a month, twice a month. You know, I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. I may do some vloggy style videos. Who knows? I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm not going to stress about it. Stressing over all the things to do is between working, because I was working a lot of overtime, and keeping up with like the Facebook and the challenges and the giveaways and stuff like that. That's pretty much what did me in. So this time around, season 2, we're going to keep it easy. You know, I'm sorry, you know, no giveaways or anything like that. I don't know what the future's going to hold. That might change. I might, you know, who knows? But I'm not making any promises right now. I'm just going with it. So I appreciate you joining me today. And I hope that you enjoyed the babbling. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you guys back. And let's just see where this journey takes us. And I hope you have a fabulous day. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.